You, Kim YN, are a businesswoman and a CEO of your renowned company who were out of country for some business matters. You were worried about the office matters, so you quickly called your secretary Roa to know about the office situation. Hello Roa, hello ma'am, glad that you reached safely. Your personal secretary and driver are there to pick you up. Yes, but I actually called you to talk about something else. What, ma'am? What about the interviews that I planned before going? Oh, they're taken by Mr. Lee, and he have also selected the best employees for our company. Okay, that's a relief then. I was getting worried about it. Bye. Bye, ma'am, and have a safe journey. With that, you hung up the call, received greetings from your workers, and got inside the car. Here you stepped into your splendid building, a feeling of pride hit your whole body that put a smile on your pretty face. You continued walking towards your office while everyone stood for you in respect and greeted you warmly. You went to your office to keep your bag and then came out to get yourself a coffee. As you were coming out of your office, a boy who was holding paper files stumbled into you, and all of the papers got spread in the surrounding and you fell down on the ground. You immediately yelled at him while every single person stood there in shock, watching you both. Yeah, don't you have any manners? I wonder what type of people Mr. Lee has selected. I'm sorry, he boffed. Better you shut. You were about to complete your sentence, but that fast made you completely speechless, and it was no other than your ex-fiance, Jeon Jungkook. You both looked at each other after 5 long years. With that, your head became heavier with your past memories. Flashback to your wedding date announcement party. Omo, YN, you're looking so gorgeous. Thank you. Today's the announcement of your day. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy too. Yes, you look really happy. Ish, stop it. You're making me blush. Okay dear, I won't. You and J.Jk were too happy, received guests and enjoyed the party, and the wedding was decided to be in next week. But who knew that your happiness was about to get ruined except your stepmother? Your stepmother always wanted you to get married to her only niece so that he can have all of your money and properties, but you never liked him a bit because he was not a good person at all. She acted all cool and pretended like she was happy for you, but she had planned everything to ruin your relationship and happiness at the perfect time. She took an advantage from a girl who needed money and asked her to create a misunderstanding and separate you both from each other. Your stepmother brought her home for some days and introduced her to everyone with a fake relation. Now the party is ended, but Jungkook is nowhere to be found. As you were searching here and there, your stepmom understood and immediately signaled that girl to do her job. Stepmom, who are you looking for, dear? Of course, Jungkook, mom. Oh, I just saw him going to the poolside. While on the other hand, your stepmom told J.Jk that YN has called you to the poolside to talk about something and to have some drink together. As J.Jk reached the poolside, that girl also came after him in a while with drinks and handed him one of the glasses, saying that these are sent by YN for you. She handed him a glass in which she had mixed something for him. As soon as J.Jk took a sip from the glass, his vision became blurry, and there you were also coming towards the poolside, and everything was going according to their plan perfectly. As soon as she heard your footsteps, she immediately put J.Jk's hands on her own shoulders and pulled him into a kiss. She waited for that exact moment and succeeded in creating a perfect scenario in front of you. You also picked some sweets with you, thinking that you'll relax with him after a long tiring day on your way. But as soon as you saw the scene in front of you, that things fell from your hands on the ground, gaining their attention. You felt like the whole environment was contributing to your death, while tears kept flowing down your face. That girl came forward and asked you to leave, but you stood there staring at the man who had always claimed to be yours, while all of the promises were rushing through your mind, and then you decided to do something. The way you brought me is so amazing. You smiled at him in pain. With that, you threw your ring to him, and he picked it up and started to look both at you and the ring, but his mind could not process anything. And his silence made you even more mad, and soon you got out of there with a broken heart. You could hear his low voice saying not to go, but you paid no attention to him, and rushed from there. You left that place and lived your life without any love in it. Then you neither loved someone nor accepted someone else's love or feelings. After that, Jungkook searched you a lot, but he wasn't able to find you anywhere. Later, he got to know about everything in your stepmom's reality through that girl and wanted to tell about it somehow, but your stepmom threatened him that if he do so, then she will harm YN and that he will be responsible for it. But still, he didn't sit still. He looked for you everywhere, wherever he could. He also led a disappointed and a very miserable life. The flashback ended. Do you remember what were you reading before the flashback? Okay. YN? He was stunned to see you. Send Mr. Lin to my office right now. You pretended like you didn't hear him calling your name. Mr. Lee, what is this? Do I have to take manners class with him first? I'm sorry, ma'am. If you don't want to keep him, then I'll fire him today. Right now, this minute. Meanwhile, J.K.'s point of view. My YN is beautiful as always. I was gone mad to see this pretty face. She would never know how much have I missed her. I heard the conversation and went to apologize to YN. She hates me a lot now as she was never like this before. I could bear up her every harshness to make things clear with her today. No, there's no need to fire him. You can leave now. Okay, he bowed and left the office. J.K. entered the office saying, I'm sorry, YN. It's okay. You can go now. Where were you for 5 years without even letting me know? I searched you everywhere, but I wasn't. Did you do a brainwash? What? No. Then why don't you remember that we are no longer a couple? You said while playing with your nails. We can be a couple again, YN. I'm here to explain everything. Why now? Why didn't you explain it to me before? Because you were a cheater? You can't even imagine what type of life have I spent. He held your hands with tears in his eyes. Trust me, YN. I really wanted to tell you something at that time, but my mind wasn't helping and I too spent a miserable life. He said while sobbing. What can happen if you explain it to me right now, Jungkook? You have to listen, YN. I want to prove that I was not the one who betrayed you. Then she will harm you and I'll be responsible for it. He explained everything from the past, or what I mentioned in flashback. Oh, what a surprise. You fell on your chair in disbelief. I thought she is a good mom for me, but it was all an act. I thought I was smart, but look, I never got to know a bit of this big playing. Your tears were falling rapidly on your face. Me neither, YN. They just made you hate me for 5 years. He hugged you and slowly kissed your hair while you were sitting on your chair. Just leave her. Let's get married. I don't want to waste a single second now. Yes, but I'm not going to leave her. I'll teach her the best lesson of her life. Yes, ma'am. As you wish. I needed you so. You acted like a baby. Here I have my old YN again. Take as much as you want, ma'am. And you both bought your lips deeply, and it was a really special one, as it was after a long time. 5 years, right? By the way, why are you calling me ma'am again and again? Are you humiliating me or something? No, ma'am. Why would I? I think someone is going to lose their job today. Go and bring that split files again. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I mean, okay, YN. Be quick or else you'll get fired. Okay. Don't be get mad. You both laughed with eyes full of love for each other. And bring the coffee too, you shouted. Copied. He shouted back, "Tch," again when mad.